What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Beyond the Blacktop podcast. It is your host, as always, Hutch, joined by, of course, Breon and Cody.
Yes, sir. What's up, fellas?
Yo, what's popping, y'all?
And this week we have 4 topics. We're going to talk about hockey. The Four Nations face-off was this past weekend, as well as the Super Bowl last week.
Four Nations.
And the NBA All-Star Game. Now, if you guys didn't notice, we didn't post last week because Breon had a lot of stuff going on. So you guys are lucky. You're going to get 2 episodes this week.
Ooh.
So starting off with our...
And nothing bad going on, by the way, either. Baby showers. Good things happening.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh. Lock in. Camera.
Don't worry, I can edit.
We're good. Just had to lock in.
All right, so for starting off first, our little small topic. I know y'all not hockey fans, but the Four Nation Face-Off started last week. It started off with a little bit of controversy.
Wait. Before you go, what is the Four Nation Face-Off?
No.
Bro, it's fire, air, water, and earth.
Oh, okay.
No,
Man's
but
airbending over here.
Hey, I couldn't wait. I've been trying to say it the whole time.
man, I think it's the it's USA hockey, Canada, Finland, and Sweden. Those 4 nations who, big hockey culture in each of those countries face off against each other.
Still stands. What I said still stands. That's pretty much what I said.
But they're all ice.
So who's
right?
fire?
Us, duh.
I mean, yeah. Finland is probably
The fire loses in the end.
which is probably
Tough, right?
probably gonna happen. Not gonna lie. But anyway, it started off in a bit of controversy with Canada fans booing the USA's national anthem of things that I'd rather not talk about on the podcast. And that led to 3 fights in 9 seconds in the game. They didn't care about none of that playing. Nah, they said they blew the whistle. They was like, throw them just didn't care.
Instantly, it's crazy, bro.
Instantly.
9 seconds, 3 fights. They was not trying to play hockey.
Wow.
They was trying to box.
They was
Straight
trying to
throwing
scrap.
hands.
Even the refs was on like, damn, y'all going crazy out here.
Do you think it's because of the fans booing at the American national anthem, or like
it
what
had
was
to.
the juice that called?
Do you think it was? It could have been before that though. It could have already been beef.
I mean,
That's why they booed.
There's always beef with.
I'm
Canada.
saying it's probably why they booed. They already booed because they already had beef, so it probably was already underlying. Like,
I mean, Canada and USA, when it comes to like hockey and like soccer too, big rivalry. Like, I guess like the 3 nations, Mexico, Canada, and USA, since we're like right next to each other, neighbors, big rivalries.
yeah, bro, I can believe it.
Like
Makes sense.
I'd relate Canada and USA's hockey relationship rivalry is the same as USA and Mexico's relationship when it comes to soccer.
And that's a rivalry.
Rivalry.
That's a rivalry.
Because
But you don't see them going for bowls in 9 seconds.
But you also, it's not technically legal to fight in a soccer game.
all right.
Yeah.
But you can, take somebody out, going for the
And
ball.
that happens a lot.
I was going for
Very-
the ball.
Very hidden injuries happen on them games.
So yeah, it was
But
just
they throwing them balls? Oh no, that's straight hockey. I love it too.
that's the
First
best part,
game I ever
right?
went to, I said, first one I ever went to, I said, if they didn't fight, it's not a good experience for me.
Did they fight?
Got to the 3rd period. Bow. I said, yes! It's
Right.
finally made. And we won too.
Those be the best ones, bro. That's a game I saw. I was watching. I think it was a regular preseason, maybe. Entire team threw the gloves as soon as the whistle.
Oh yeah, that's lit.
Threw the gloves. All 10 people
Entire
was just
team is
fighting.
crazy.
Fighting.
But to be 3 fights in 9 seconds is insane.
That is insane.
Bro,
They went
won't
straight
smoke.
for the jugular off of rips.
Oh, for real. And I think the United States won. I think
game?
they
Fight?
won. I don't know.
Oh,
I hope we won the fight.
Different conversations going on here.
Yeah, I'll care more about if we won the fights or not. I had to look that up. But I think we won. I think it was 3-1. I can't remember if we won or not. But usually Canada is extremely good because a lot of their players in the NHL are from Canada, Finland, Sweden, Russia.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Like a majority, I'd say. Majority of the league is from different countries. And United States got some good players too. But
Yeah, but even the players that play in the NHL are from different countries.
oh yeah.
And
What is that?
NHL is US based, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the
Is that
NBA.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's insane.
But I think
That's the one. I feel like that's the one place where it's like Americans don't necessarily got it in the bag.
No, we don't dominate.
And,
that.
and in a sense of like, what I mean is like having majority
Yeah.
being from the U.S.
Mm-hmm. Because even who's probably considered the greatest hockey player ever, he's not. He's Canadian.
Who's that,
Wayne Gretzky. He's Canadian.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we all know the answer.
Everybody hates Chris.
Oh my God, that was a good episode. That was a great episode.
Yeah, it was.
And then,
That Wayne Gretzky jersey.
mm-hmm. It's like, shoot, bro. I don't know a whole lot of United States hockey players. I could probably, if I thought long enough, Kachuk, his son, he played for the Blues. His son, who plays for the Florida Panthers. That's pretty much the most famous USA player I know. And that's probably very disappointing to all you hockey fans out there. But I know Connor McDavid, Sidney Crosby, Alec Ovechkin. I mean, I know little things. I know some things.
And then
Let me ask you this:
there's one last year that's in Boston from here.
I think so. Yeah. Wait,
Yeah,
Sidney
I forgot his
Crosby?
name.
No, Sidney Crosby. He plays for Boston. He's from Canada. If that's who you're talking
No,
about.
it's somebody from St. Louis.
Oh,
Because
really?
remember they posted a picture with him and Jason Tatum together. They went to high
That's
school
Kachuk.
together. Okay.
That's Kachuk. Like,
all right, now let me ask this: do you think hockey is so much better outside of the U.S. because of the environment? And here's what I mean: in all these other places, it's much more colder.
I was just gonna
So
say that.
you're inside most of the time. That's why it's like
Yeah.
Indiana has a bunch of good hoopers because it's like rough conditions outside, so they stay inside and do these type of things.
mm-hmm.
You think that might be like a factor of why like they're inside all the time, so why not go play some hockey or something?
I want to
While
challenge
we're
you.
like, while we're like we're inside or even outside, let's throw the football around, let's shoot some hoops.
That's why, like, in the NHL, most of the good teams are majority cold places, like Colorado Avalanche, the New York Rangers. Like, they're all cold as shit over there. Although there's some good teams like Tampa Bay Lightning. They've been good. The Florida Panthers, I think that's their name. Sorry. But they're pretty good. They went to the finals last week. But yeah, it has to be because it's cold as hell in like Russia and Sweden and all that.
Yeah, like they don't
Also,
have these
bro,
4 seasons that we have.
Just not even inside though, like outside too. Like you gotta think about how we normally play football in the middle of the street. We play football in our yards. They can go ice skating on lakes. They can go ice skating anywhere almost year round if they really want to. So like that also just naturally develops your skill. Like for instance, people in Florida, y'all can train in the sand and get much faster. Or in Texas.
And year round.
That's what I'm saying.
Because
So
it don't get cold, it just rains.
So if it's always cold over there, they ice skating anywhere they feel like ice skating at. Like if I can't go inside the ice skate, like you just said, if we can't get inside the gym to hoop, we outside hooping. If I can't get into a rink to ice skate, I can go find a pond that's frozen and go ice skate out there and get better. So like
That's tough.
they got that advantage.
So you would say that's like, yeah, like, yes, the environment.
Yeah.
The environment definitely
That's all
plays.
in what you're good at.
Because like usually like Minnesota and Michigan's hockey teams are usually like the best. Primarily Minnesota, because it's cold as hell in Minnesota all the time.
Always cold.
But their hockey team, their college hockey team is always like a lot of great players come from Minnesota's college hockey team.
And do you think those players too were born and raised in Minnesota?
Oh yeah.
Born and raised in Minnesota, or come from like Ontario or something up there. They're right by Canada, so
Mm-hmm.
like you still get that pipeline from those high schools as well, going to college down here.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I also think that like U.S. kind of has an advantage when it comes to like basketball, because though these other places, yes, they can go outside, they can do sports indoors, but like in other countries, like our U.S. sports like football and basketball aren't as
Mm-hmm.
popular in other countries.
I was just gonna say, like, football is definitely one of those ones where we completely dominate, and it's because you rarely see it getting played overseas anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Like the most you see overseas getting played is normally U.S. players traveling overseas to play it.
Mm-hmm. And it's usually because like since the United States is like such a rich country compared to a lot of other countries, we can afford to buy all the gear that you need to play football or
Yeah, football is definitely
overseas.
gear.
That's why soccer and basketball are so much more popular overseas, because all you need is a ball and a goal.
One ball and
That's it. That's all you need.
And you can make that goal or anything.
Yep, you can make.
Doesn't have to
It
be.
could be two trees. If you're playing basketball, you need is like a basket. Take out the bottom, put it up. There you go.
There you go.
That's why it's so popular over there.
And then soccer is just popular
everywhere.
Everywhere, including the U.S.
Man,
it's getting more and more popular in the U.S. I'm actually pretty excited because our USA team I think is going to be good in this upcoming World Cup. We might not win it.
Guard out of anything too.
Mm-hmm. You don't even need shin guards.
I mean, you don't need that
until you get higher levels. Then people
right
start slide into your legs for no reason.
It's a whole new world.
But earlier, Cody, you said Florida. Thinking of Florida, Noah Lyles and Tyreek Hill are going to be racing. They've actually officially said they've been calling each other out sneak dissing for like since the Olympics.
Man.
And they're supposedly about to start racing or going to. I don't think Tyreek should do it, bro. He don't need that kind of embarrassment in his life.
Embarrassment.
What are they running? I mean, it don't really matter. It don't really matter what they're running, but what are they running? You know?
I don't know if it's 50 meters or 100 meters, but either way it goes. If I was Tyreek Hill, I'd want to run the 50 meter.
I would too, personally.
Because I'm not trying to go more than that. Because if it does, then Noah Lyles is gonna
catch him and take off. I feel like the 50 meter is the best way for them to.
Okay, so let's put it to a vote here. Who do you got if it's 100?
Noah.
Meters.
Noah.
I'm not playing.
Noah. No question. I have Noah as well.
I'm not playing no devil's advocate this time.
Now, if 50, what are we talking?
If it's 50
with spikes on then I got Noah still.
I got Noah unless he get a bad start. That's the only way Tyreek wins that.
He could get a bad start.
I don't think Tyreek wins at all.
But to be fair, though, in the 100-meter championship at the Olympics, he had a bad start and he still won.
That's why, like, that 100 give you more of a gap to catch up, and that 50 he was not winning that.
That's fair.
That's why I said that.
But also,
man, I don't think
because Tyreek ran track, bro. He's not slow.
You're not wrong.
Tyreek Hill doesn't have it at all.
But also, he's
no matter
like
what they run,
32, 33 now. No disrespect to him.
I'm not, bro. I'm not going off of age here.
Because don't do that. Because you're saying
this man is
like 40.
This man is a professional runner.
I mean, yeah, you're right. I'm with you.
And I get Tyreek Hill, whoop de whoop, fastest dude in the league. But if you had it like that, you'd be playing in the Olympics too.
I mean, you definitely could do both.
You can balance both to where you could still race in nationals, make an Olympic team, and just wait in 4 years to go to the Olympics
and come back and.
So with that being said, if you could do both, you should have been doing both. He did in college.
He could have.
He did in college, like I said.
Which is respect, but Noah Lyles, this is all he does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
He don't have to do footwork. He don't have to do cone drills. He don't have to do drills. He don't have to run routes. All he's getting paid to do is run straight.
or at most 100 meters leaning left.
Man, bruh. Tyreek, 200, 150. You can't beat, bruh. I'm sorry.
200, 150.
I'm standing on that too.
10
So
meters, 20 meters.
when it comes time, that'll probably be my first time ever betting on sports. I've never bet on sports before. I bet on that one.
He said,
I'm putting
Tyreek
money
don't
on
got
that
it.
one.
Yeah,
I'm putting
Tyreek
money
don't
on
got
that
it.
one.
Yeah, he's gonna get
So if Tariq win, you think it's staged?
100%. Somebody took a dive somewhere.
I don't think the way Noah Lyles persona is,
He's not gonna let it happen.
Nah,
He
it's
can't.
not gonna happen.
He can't.
Especially
now
after
Tyreek
everything he
talking-
got from like
Especially
the
since
Olympics with that COVID stuff and all that. He got to show out.
Since most
Especially with
professional
Tyreek
athletes don't
being
like
a
him.
freaking football player. Oh my gosh, there's no way.
Since most professional athletes don't like Noah Lyles in the first place.
It's because of the one comment he made,
And it was a true comment. I don't care what anybody says.
it was a true comment, but
Technically-
it was a true comment in what he said. But his whole premise was incorrect because the hats didn't say world champion, so he was wrong.
I don't know if he was saying a specific team. I don't remember that.
He said world champion or what when they just won, and the hats literally said NBA champion. And if you look back to like 2001 when the Lakers won, it
No,
still
to be
says
fair, though.
NBA champion.
They do be saying that.
World
They're
champion.
like now maybe not on the hat, but on like an Instagram post or like on a T-shirt.
On a
it be
T-shirt,
saying
yep.
world champion on it.
100%.
Hey,
I
all
just
gotta say,
saw a shirt from in the store because my wife be having me in these stores. I just saw a store of a Celtics jersey saying world champions on it,
Hey,
or not jersey but shirt.
I got it. I can't argue that. I just
Like-
argue what he said.
Like, don't get me wrong. The United States, as we saw in the Olympics, does everybody in basketball. But as we've seen before, that's not always the case. Because in like 2003, they lost, came in third. You know,
Talking about 20 plus
even
years ago.
Kobe.
Don't.
Exactly. See, even 20 plus years.
Hey, but listen, bro. Don't make me name this team. I will pull it up and name it again. You know, this is one of my most hated arguments we have.
But even Kobe
That
was
team
like,
was
bro.
boo-boo.
Even Kobe was like, the world's catching up, bro.
The world is definitely catching up. And speaking of that, tomorrow, I don't know if y'all seen, but that what is it, like Something to Go coming out on Netflix? That show about the Olympics is last season?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, last year? Oh, that's gonna be fire. It's like covering Serbia, Canada, France, and USA.
Because let me tell you, if they did a USA versus the world game, I'm not positive the United States could win.
I'm positive based off bench players.
That could be it. That could be it. But Kyrie gonna be the point guard for the world team, so
U.S. versus the world.
Not until
So
2028. He's still here right now.
So a whole USA team versus
the world.
the world's best players.
Like Giannis,
Jokic,
Luka, Jokic,
Wembanyama,
all of them. Shea.
Shea would be the
U.S. loses.
Jamal Murray.
Why do you think US loses? Because after we named them 5, who they bench?
They got good bench players.
Valanciunas.
What? Hold on. How you gonna pull out
retracted my
Sabonis?
statement.
Sabonis is a good player. What do we? Embiid?
I give you that. But after Embiid, you got to deal with Anthony Davis.
I'll just put Giannis on.
That's your bench. That's your bench center.
Anthony Davis is a
Think
stingy
about all
motherfucker. He
the
gonna play
centers-
this. He
think
don't
about-
want to play 5.
Cool. He ain't got to play the 5. Let's take him out of the equation. Do you know how many centers from the USA play in the league?
The center,
A lot.
I feel like the center position for the United States would be its weakest point.
That's fine. You know what? You're right. Because Jokic is the best center in the league. That's okay.
And he
But
plays
you're telling
48
me-
Minutes. He gonna play the
But
whole
you're
game.
telling me after you deal with Steph, who gonna put the 2? Who can put whoever at the 2? I don't even care.
I low key put Shea at the 2.
You can't put Shea at the 2
Why
because
not?
he's over there and because he played for Canada. You come on the other side. I said, who's Steph?
Wait, what?
But we're
Shay's
talking about
from
the
Canada.
world. Yeah, but
talking
he's
about-
part of the world team.
That's what I was talking about. USA team said Steph. I'm talking about the USA team.
I was talking about Shea.
How you put Shea at the 2?
Why can't I put Shea at the 2?
Because he plays for the world team. He's not on the
he gonna
USA
be on
That's
team.
what I
world
meant.
team.
I meant the world team too.
I was talking about. I'm saying who gonna put the 2 for the USA team?
I think there's only
We got a lot of
I
options.
think I just think you're right because of the bench situation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. After you get through Steph, KD, and Brian, you have other killers coming behind them.
I mean, you could put Anthony Edwards on there, and then back him up
Anthony
with
Edwards,
Dave,
and then back him up
Devin
with
Booker.
who? Devin Booker. And then you got Drew Holiday as your backup point guard after Steph.
That's dirty.
But see, my 2 point guards for the world would be Kyrie Irving and Jamal Murray.
That's cute.
What you mean? That's a good. That's 2 great point guards. What are we doing here?
You are 2 great point guards. Don't
Wait,
get
why
me
you
wrong.
say Kyrie Irving?
Kyrie Irving was
'Cause
born in Australia.
In 2028, he'll be playing for the Australian team. Well, he's trying to get his paperwork.
Because he was born in
so-
Australia.
Man.
What? Hey,
I also think that's
technicalities. You know what I'm
also
saying?
think that's crazy. But if we want to be extremely technical about what Noah Lau said, we're going to take the Denver Nuggets for say that year they won Denver Nuggets against whatever team won and all the other countries. Remember what we said?
They
He
probably
said that team. We said that team not the best. So remember, we get to keep Jokic over here. We get to keep any other international player that played for the Nuggets
That is
because
true.
they're on that Nuggets team, and then we
Which
get to
is
go
a US
against
team.
we get to go against the other people in the Euro League and all that, which has US players on them sometimes. The Nuggets are sweeping all of them.
You're right.
Probably. But you got to play it to find out.
I agree with that.
That was the whole
I mean,
point.
I'll give you that, but if we play in the same way, 7-game series, it's not close. I'm sorry.
Hey, you never know,
Yeah.
bro.
I agree.
You never know.
I agree.
7-game. Now, if it's a 1-game shot, that's impossible. Anybody can win that.
Look, I'm
But
just saying,
I get to learn your game. Oh, you're getting cooked at
I'm
the
just
4.
saying
At
anything's
5,
possible.
5 most. Okay.
Because nobody thought
Kevin
that
Garnett.
no one. The perfect example would be the Mavericks in 2011.
7 games.
But they were the 8th seed.
That was a great 8 seed though.
And they somehow, but see, my point is, no one thought that they was going to win at all. With the beginning.
Nobody did.
So I'm
I
saying
mean,
that
nobody really
anybody can
expects an
win.
8th team to win.
I'm just saying if a team, the champions of the Euro League, maybe they can win. Maybe I'm not saying they will, but this possible. They're not scrubs.
Everything is definitely possible. But hey, I will say this: that man Dirk was a different
It
man
would
than
more
playoffs.
likely be a gentleman's sweep, but
Yeah, it's 4-1 for sure. They're gonna get a game. I'll give them that.
but I don't think it'll like. It's just like whenever you hear people talk about it, it'll act like people. Like other teams around the world would roll over and just let them win. Like, nah, bro. They
gonna play.
They gonna play.
Ain't no rollover, but if
Are there likelihood?
if we're going off
winning?
of that, not
They
very
probably
much.
not gonna win. But moving on to the biggest thing that happened in the last couple weeks, the Chiefs got that ass spanked by the Eagles, bruh.
Damn.
I'm not gonna lie to you. No,
Damn.
they don't deserve no type of grace for the butt whooping I had to sit through. It was the most boring game I ever watched.
Cody, wait, hold on, Cody. Why he come for the Chiefs jugular,
Oh.
bro?
I don't know, bro. The way he said it, he came in. Fine.
Because
Like-
no, I just said what happened. We
Damn.
all watched the same thing. It was
I mean,
belt
we did.
to ass
Not BTA.
the whole time. Belt to ass. I almost said no disrespect.
No, the
Belt
way you
to
came in, you can't say no disrespect,
Can't
bro.
go back on that.
But I'm not lying. It was a grade A ass beating.
You know what, James? I can't even lie with you, bro. You're 100% right. Like,
I
that
couldn't
was
believe it.
an asshole.
I couldn't believe what I was watching. I really couldn't. Like the Eagles didn't blitz not one time. Not once.
No, that was the
No,
scary part.
4-man
of all
blitz
that.
the whole time.
4-man. And they was getting on
Sometimes
on-
3. Sometimes
They was
3.
getting bull rushed, bro. Like, it wouldn't even know. They weren't even really finessing them either. They were just running through them.
Dude, it was like they wasn't even there. And if they
It
were
was
into Patrick Mahomes, just like freaking bull rushed them into Mahomes
Instantly.
pick. I was like, good God.
it was almost it kind of felt like Bills might have had a better chance
Man, they line at least would have did something better.
Man, what? Like,
because their O line was getting ate up with a 3-man. Like there was like two to 4 plays where it was a 3-man blitz and they still got a sack.
no.
Hey, but
Or a quarterback hurry up
right.
with 3 people.
I will say this though, that D line is
That's
disgusting.
rough, bro.
Disgusting.
That boy Carter is nasty.
They played the perfect game at the perfect time. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, that was like the
Them boys hoop.
peak.
Cooper DeJean got a touchdown on his birthday.
A pick six as a rookie in the Super Bowl is off Patrick Mahomes, no less, is crazy.
On your birthday, just taps it off. Like, oh, that already is fire. And then his birthday was on Super Bowl day, so it made it even more fire.
Saquon's birthday was the same
They
day.
born the same day. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that's so fire.
And that
They both got to celebrate a dub for the Super Bowl.
That was
on their birthday.
Mm-hmm. That's
the height of that's the height of my life right there.
Gotta be.
It's one of them.
Never forget that birthday.
What? Can't.
But see, what I said was gonna happen didn't happen though. I thought Saquon was gonna have a better game, but them soloing him, taking him out of they didn't take him all the way out of the equation because he had that crazy catch to get him on the goal line, which was wild.
Hey, look,
crazy.
Look, James, just go back on that too. Like I told you, if they slow them down, they'll be fine. But that's all they did.
Yeah.
They disregarded everything else that they've been doing good all season in. They slowed Saquon down, but said Devontae Smith go off, AJ go off, Jalen Hurts go off, defense go. Like they forgot everything. They just owned in on Saquon. And Saquon's like, it's okay. I could take a game. I could take a game of getting slowed down if we freaking dominate like this. Facts. Anybody would. Take me out the game, coach. Let me be a fan of my teammates at this point.
And bro, after that first play where they threw it to AJ, already I would have said, hey, they're on a passing game. We need to lock in. We see what happened the first time. Luckily, he happened to hit my face mask and we get to get this back. Let's lock in. They know they throwing the ball this game. Our front seven is doing their job of slowing Saquon down. And what I said last time he was on here, I said the front seven is going to do that. They have to watch that pass. If Jalen gets to get throwing like he was doing last game, it's over with. And what happened in the first 3 plays?
It was over.
He's like, gunslinger.
And then they got the ball back off an interception. Oh.
Early.
Bro, he's
down 21 like this.
Look, see, and the other thing is like they just felt off when you were watching the Chiefs play and you saw like and the camera would pan to the guys on the bench. It was like they didn't even look like they wanted to be there. Even when it wasn't that bad. It was like they didn't look like they came to play. Like I don't know what their mentality was or
their defense was pissed.
Chris Jones was mad.
Oh, he was beyond mad. Like you can see like his emotion versus Travis Kelce's emotion was 2 totally different things.
Travis Kelce was
looked lost.
He was just
like
there.
He was distraught. He was just sitting there. Chris Jones had all the emotion. Like, bro, let's lock in. Travis Kelce just was like,
I'm just here.
I don't believe this is happening, but I'm just here.
And then they made no adjustments in the second half at all. Nothing.
I just feel like too, like just going back on what y'all both were saying, it's like once they got down 14 quick, they was dejected from that game. Like they was like, fuck, nothing we're gonna do is gonna work. It's like almost like a big brother whooping a little brother's ass. You know what I'm saying? Like putting his little brother in place where this little brother is like, dang, I can't do nothing, so let me just sit here and pout. It felt like that's what it was. Even like Chris Jones, like even though he had the juice and he was angry, that's still a way of like kind of like being defeated. Like,
because I really thought that, like,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you. And I thought when they came out into the second half, I thought they were gonna, because you know when the line is letting everybody through, like it's nothing. You got quick passes or something. I know you can't really run the ball, but you gotta help the line out at least a little bit. But they ain't do nothing. They ran the ball maybe one time and then it got stuffed and they stopped.
But James, how can you do quick passes when there's only 4 people blitzing?
That's fair. That's a fair point.
You can't.
What about screenplays?
Then,
You can't hit no screenplays?
Brother, the
one screenplay we ran was like early on, and they still did stop that. Like
yeah,
2 yards.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and the thing is, like, when we throw quick like this quick little tidbit here about football, we throw to a blitzing linebacker. Like if I see this linebacker blitz, this outside linebacker blitz, and I know I have a slant, I know the ball's coming to me, so I got to win on this slant because it's coming out quick. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But if that linebacker doesn't blitz, and you still have only 4 people blitzing, like the 4 people that normally blitz every play, is still getting back there, what quick game do you have?
That's fair.
And
you don't have one.
And that's why he threw so many picks, trying to throw quick passes. Because
except for that,
the linebackers was there. He thinks something happened, and hello, I'm right here.
That feel like... oh, my fault.
You good.
And it's not like the linebackers weren't blitzing. They had some times where they were blitzing. But for the most part, this man was getting sacked or hurried up by 4 people.
I feel like the only pick that was truly his fault was the very first one.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, because he's
he threw it straight to him,
and he's like, you could say he was out the pocket and he was scrambling. Like Patrick Mahomes is like the greatest scrambler I've ever seen in my life.
Patrick Mahomes has thrown a football while he was completely perpendicular with completely parallel with the ground before, bro. He done thrown it at a straight land down and threw the ball and got it off. So I don't want to hear anything about him on the run.
Right at him, like he was trying to give.
Oh, he threw it right to him, and then he scored. He said, "Happy birthday."
Nah, that's crazy. That's a crazy quote right there. He said, "Happy birthday."
Happy birthday. Nah. You can have this one. Damn, I was.
I think he read it back.
The highlight of the game.
I was ready, bro.
Highlight of the game. Halftime.
Say I ain't let
you. Let me chill.
Chill,
man. What?
Hey, no, but real quick, I am so happy that rookies were still trying to show out in that game, no matter what time it was. No matter what, like Xavier Worthy still did what he was doing, regardless of how much time was on the clock, what the score was. He still was trying to play his best football. Cooper DeJean played to the end of the game. Even though I'm up, I'm still playing my hardest. Like. Them 2 players, I take my hat off to them for sure. But like, especially Xavier Worthy, because you could have did what your rest of your team did. You could have shut down a long time ago.
Could have gave up in the first, bro.
Go ahead, my fault.
No, just one thing when we're talking about like the looks on the Chiefs' faces, like the one part that stuck out to me was it was like with 2 minutes left in the third, and they zoomed in on this dude on the bench. In the huddle of his teammates, and he was crying. In the I was like, me and my brother was like, yo, bro, it's the third quarter. I noticed you're losing by 30, but like the game not over yet. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? Like I would get it if it was after the game and you was crying. I would get that, but it's the third, man. Come on.
He was already defeated, bro.
I'm gonna have to disagree, bro, because I get it, dog. I've been in some situations where like I get it. I think like my first game of my senior year of college, bro, I scored 3 touchdowns, had like 160 yards receiving, like
went off,
and we lost, bro. We lost by like 3, and we shouldn't have. And I couldn't stop crying. Like I was like, it's almost like because you're so mad, it comes out as crying. Like I didn't even know what coach's speech was after the game. I was just like devastated, bro. So like. I get it, bro. And it's the freaking Super Bowl. You're down by 30, like you said, in the third quarter. Like, dang, we made it all this way. I put my body through the line all this year for this.
Damn.
Just to get my ass handed to me on a platter in the Super Bowl.
Everybody's watching this.
Damn.
So I can't fault Buddy for his emotions because I've been there. And I understand it as like an athlete, But at the same time, it's like, damn, we are. I would probably cried after 21, but once it got to like 30, I was like, fuck, this game's over, bro. Like, it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
But I get the emotions. I mean, everybody has different way. Like I said, I gave myself for an example because it's like the season wasn't over. It was the first game of the year, but like it's just different. Some games just hit different like that.
That's fair. That's understandable. I was just like, damn, is it really that bad? Be crying.
Yes.
Brother, you saw the score. You came in here with all this respect talking about it. You know it was that bad.
Man, it was bad. It was probably
And no calls they were calling were working except a deep shot to Worthy.
on the third.
That's the only thing that was working.
Hey, he took off on that play.
He did. He was out.
Look, you heard James though on the third stringers. That's crazy.
Bro, Kenny Pickett was in the game. That's when you know it was really over. Kenny Pickett.
I'm with you when you're right on that one.
Damn.
Hey, for sure. I ain't got no argument against that, buddy.
I can't argue with that.
I would have started crying right there. I don't know, we're trotting out on the field. I'm like, yo, that's not a black dude, bro. Who is?
Is that Kitty? Oh, we lost.
We lost. They're putting their thirds in, second strings in. GG's.
Yo, damn. You hate to see that though, because I would like a competitive Super Bowl like the last couple years.
That's what I wanted, bro.
Like
that's what I'm saying. Do you guys think the Bills would have gave him more?
Probably. It would probably. I think it would be different because it was the Bills' first Super Bowl in like 25 years, and they would have played their lives out. And it's probably maybe them winning those 2 Super Bowls, because this is what I thought would have happened in the game against the Bills. I thought that the Bills would have had a lot more fight, and maybe not as bad of an ass whooping as this game was, but they would have came out on top because they wanted it more. And that's what the Philadelphia Eagles wanted it more in this game. So that's what I thought was going to happen against the Bills.
So I think the Bills would put up a better fight, but ultimately I think the Eagles would have won based off of experience being there before, and just that
overall
basically.
Firepower they have.
Yeah, like.
Do you think that the Chiefs and the Bills, because there's a lot of highs in games, and sometimes you get so high you get drained for your next one. Do you think that the Chiefs playing the Bills and winning the way they did was like almost like their Super Bowl, to where it's like they came into the game a little drained from the high that they had of winning off the last play of the game? Because that's happened to me, even like me and my teams, even in like basketball. We come off a buzzer beater playing the number 1 team, and then the next week we lose to Joe Schmo because we're on such a high that like we kind of like almost lose focus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably because that was such a high stakes game, bro. Because it's Allen and Mahomes rivalry. Bills Chiefs is like the greatest rivalry right now in the AFC, and it was just that probably had something to do with it. I can imagine, because that's in like all sports.
I know you got 2 weeks to recover, but
because
I know to recover from injuries, not the high.
I also personally believe that because, correct me if I'm wrong, the Eagles lost to the Chiefs last time in Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So
barely.
I feel like that's another moment. It's like, man, we beat them before. We can do this again. Come into the game with that kind of mindset sometimes too. Like
there's no way you come into that game like that, bro.
Some people
with
do it, bro.
Saquon and all those people, bro. Like there's no actual way.
They had confidence.
The confidence, like they just won 2 back-to-back Super Bowls, so they're just like, man, we're walking through everybody. What's just one more team? And so they probably didn't, they didn't have the edge that they needed.
Game plan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could all make stipulations here of
we can all guess what it was.
At the end of the day,
all in all, it was an ass whooping. I'm not gonna talk super high or low about any team, but it was what it was. A straight ass whooping. It was 40 something to like 6 in the fourth.
Bro, like James said,
GG's.
after halftime, at one point, and I can't wait for him to watch this. I hope he watches it. I'm gonna send it to him personally. My nephew had bet his dad on the game, and Steve was in here talking about, "Oh, I can't believe what I'm watching." And baby Steve said, "You're watching yourself lose $20. That's what you're watching."
Bro, got a little
what?
savage, bro.
I lost money on that game too. What?
I'm out. How you lose money on the game when you was going for the Eagles?
Parlays, man. I needed people to score touchdowns. I thought it was gonna be competitive.
Oh, did you bet on the Saquon 100 rushing yards?
That I wanted. I had Kareem
that was
Hunt.
a green for everybody, bro.
had-
That was a green for the whole world.
I had Kareem,
And that
Hunt,
bug
bruh.
did not go through on prospects.
Kareem Hunt needed to get a touchdown.
When I say,
So did Travis.
like, you could, it's either a red.
Kareem Hunt
or-
did get a touchdown.
Oh, did he?
He got the first one.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Did he?
He got the first touchdown. Now Travis didn't score. He barely even touched the ball. But Kareem Hunt got the first touchdown.
Let's not talk about Travis.
Because you know CJ is.
Chill. CJ is a
Man,
menace, bro.
What? I don't remember what that shirt said, but it was diabolical.
I know he told me he should have stayed with old girl.
He sure did say that.
Bruh.
Crazy
That-
work. And
that
then
was the crazy
he said that, and then all the Taylor Swift fans bombarded his mom's restaurant with bad Yelp reviews.
Hey, sometimes you gotta stop messing with people who got cult-like followings on their fan base, bro.
But then he snapped back
They
with
go-
the shirt, bro.
They go crazy, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I will never attack Beyonce because the Beehive is too high, bro.
They will wish
They
death on your
got
family, bro.
they're too populated, bro. They can ruin stuff for you. Yelp reviews is crazy.
His mom didn't even have nothing to do with none of it.
All she did gave birth to me. She didn't make me this crazy. She didn't tell me to have this kind of mouth that I be having toward people. She probably is ashamed of what I be saying to people sometimes.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
And you go to my mom's restaurant and give me back. Her food probably A1.
Probably.
Yelp reviews saying no. That's sad, bro. Leave these people families alone. Go target his jersey sales or something.
Burn his jersey.
Everybody buying his jersey. Everybody buying his jersey.
Nobody buying that shit.
Everybody buying his jersey.
We're moving on. Sorry. Moving on to the NBA All-Star game or weekend, I guess, this past week was it was all right. You know, it wasn't nothing special. It was all right.
We need a 1v1 tournament. All the players have said they're down with it. Let's make it happen. I want to see Bones. I want to see Bones Highland. Yeah, bro. Kyrie said it. They was talking about it all All-Star weekend. Kyrie said, "Where there's smoke, there's fire, and I'm the fire in the 1v1."
I believe Kyrie would win that.
But what if there's a center they put in that mug?
All he needs is the ball.
Giannis.
If Bree get ball first, they're cooked.
I'm putting Giannis in there.
Have you seen Kyrie's layup practice? He's throwing the ball over Giannis' head.
That's fair. He got to make every single one. He can't miss because if Giannis get the ball, then it's over and done with.
GG's. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, bro. You can only go from the top of the paint to the key
Now, if
in
they
a
were
certain
to give
amount
you
of
three
time,
dribbles, then maybe you got a shot.
bro. Three dribbles.
Top of the
5
key,
seconds.
7 seconds.
No 7. We get 5 seconds. We don't need 7
Oh,
seconds.
Because if you give Giannis on a 6-foot Kyrie Irving, that's just a dunk every
If
time.
you give Giannis 7 seconds, he get into the paint with ease.
Just dunking.
5
everywhere.
is still kind of with ease, but you can slow him down a little
So
bit
you'd
and
have-
get to the right spot.
You'd have to have 2 different tournaments, one for guards and one for, or guards and forwards maybe, and then one for big men, over like a certain height maybe. I don't know.
Did they do that for women's?
No, because
Nope.
they're all around the same height.
And the Feast Collier won. Shout out to St. Louis, baby.
Whoop. 314.
Hey, she was hooping though. I ain't gonna lie. Aaliyah Edwards made it to the finals though.
She straight
Rookie.
skunked.
Rookie,
Breonna Stewart skunked her.
bro.
Skunked.
What? 12-0. Come here. I ain't gonna lie. That's what I think a lot of NBA players are scared of that. And we've seen the clip the other day. of Cam Reddish cooking them boys in practice. It's gonna be somebody come out in this 1v1. It's gonna cook one of your favorite players. You're gonna be like, wait a minute, who is he? And why him do
I
this
feel
in the
like
game?
it'll give you a different perspective on basketball too. Like,
Yeah, bro.
all these dudes are really hoopers. They just now, like say, okay, let's take Cam Reddish for example. Say he does have a 1v1 where he cooks LeBron. Then they're like, okay, now we're gonna look at Cam Reddish a little differently. Why isn't he being used differently?
Realize
Yeah, like maybe you just have a different perspective of how players
the
can
NBA really
actually,
is.
yeah,
It's a
like
5
what
on
they
5.
actually can do.
Like you look at that and be like, dang, why he don't get used like that? But then you realize that within the system, it's just not for him to do that. But it's like
Yep.
maybe if he did, we'll look a little different. Like it'll give you all different perspectives, bro.
Because LeBron had a take on that like a year or two ago when he was talking to JJ Redick on that podcast. He was like, I'm sick of dudes asking for 1v1s and all that, and the young people talking about 1-on-1s. It's like, bro, at the end of the day, it's 5-on-5. Who cares about a 1-on-1? And I was like, I mean, I guess that makes sense. But I mean,
I get what he's saying, but in the game right now that's really ISO ball centered, you can't say that because even though y'all playing 5-on-5, a lot of the time y'all are going 1-on-1.
that's fair.
It's just now you can pass the ball out of a 1-on-1 because if somebody help.
Help defense. So,
Yeah,
what's
but
the
other
point
than
of
that,
you know?
when you call for an isolation, the whole team goes to the other side of the court. It's just me and you over here. That's the same way it happens in 1-on-1. Start on this wing, and what's up? Roll the ball to me. Let's get it.
But that never works. Like you can't win a championship like that. That's why James
Oh no,
Harden
he
has never won a
definitely. I get what
championship
he's
like
saying. Yeah, I get that.
Because
But,
James
hey.
Harden, bro, he a cook. That's why he ain't never won nothing.
Hey, he's definitely gonna cook you though. Another person I'm scared to see that. Hey, but I'm gonna lie to y'all. Somebody that's real low key, besides Bones Highline, we know he's nasty too at 1-on-1. Kevin Porter Jr. is gonna cook people if he gets in this. That man is a 1-on-1 specialist. He be hooping against people ISO. Now he can't get it together all the time when he on a team because he be having his moments. But hey,
It's that
1-on-1?
difference in ice in the veins, bro. That's why it is. Basketball is a 5-on-5 sport.
Mm-hmm.
But the rest of the weekend was cool.
It was all right.
3-point contest was nice.
Mac McClung had some
But-
crazy dunks.
Mac McClung was going, brought the Kia K5 out, dunked over the middle of it. He ain't dunk over the front
He
like
ain't no
Blake
Blake
did. He
Griffin.
went over the middle.
And he
He went over the middle and grabbed the ball out of somebody's hand.
hands
What?
threw it. Man, that's
Dirty.
crazy.
The
Straight
man
dirty.
windmilled one basketball and caught the other one over somebody.
Yeah, I was crazy.
The man dunked over Evan Mobley while he was on a platform.
How is
Tough. Tough.
He was just more creative than
Motherfucker got
everybody else.
dumbed down.
bro.
that? That's why he always wins. He creativity.
Yeah, bro. Like I said, bro. We talking this the other day in the chat. Stephon Castle had some good dunks, but most of his dunks you can do in game. That 360 behind the back, that one was something you won't do normally in game. But if you on fast by yourself, you can do that in the middle of a game. You can't bring no Kia K5 out in the middle of a game and dunk over it. Nobody has that. You can't say, "Hey, Wimby, get on this platform real quick and let me dunk on you" in the middle of a game.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's where it comes to. It's a show. Put on a show, and that's what Matt McClung got everybody beat in that aspect. He actually comes out and put on a show for people. Everybody else trying to do these.
all year.
He got time.
Mm-hmm. He ain't on the team for real. For real. He's played two
Like he's
games.
on the Magic roster, but he sits at like 12th to 13th man.
Yeah.
So like he gets a jersey, he suits up sometimes, but he got time to practice all these dunks. And he's been doing this since high school. Like this is what he does. He wins dunk competitions.
Mm-hmm.
The
That
man
man's
is,
probably like 100-0 in dunk competition.
bro, and it's because he puts on the show every time. I don't think he's lowered his dunking show since it only gets better every time he put on a dunking show.
Mm-hmm.
You be doing shit that nobody ever seen before. Like,
Nobody thinking of this. Nobody thinks of when he jumped over somebody He hit the ball on the rim first, then dunked it.
That was crazy.
Why?
That was crazy.
Why?
Just pure athleticism, showing off your athleticism.
And then
That's
somebody
what you gotta do.
said, "Wait, did he hit the front of the ramp?" Like they had to replay it to see what he really did. Like
See
last
the
year,
synopsis.
like we just another dude and he let it go, caught it back, then dunked it. Who's doing that?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Good Keith Sweat. That's why he wins and puts on the show every year, bro. And like, I'm excited if it really happens next year or whatever it's gonna happen. When Josh said that he making him want to come out there and do it, and Giannis said, "If you do it, I will." And Zach LaVine said, "I'll get my shoes back on too." If all of them get out there, woo-wee!
Now we can have some real comp, some real creativity, some real bring people back.
Cause that's real bounce out there now.
Mm-hmm.
Ja can get up there where he can do some creative stuff, bro.
If I
The
was,
man
I'm
dunked
never
over.
dunking again.
He dunked over Wemby.
You heard me,
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it right after that.
Mister? I'm not dunking no more.
And then try to
Right.
dunk. Anthony try to actually do a reverse double clutch over Porzingis, and then you try to dunk on Wemby, and then only reason it don't count because it's a foul call beforehand. But bro, with that amount of bounce, I'm scared to see what he can do.
if it was up to me and I was the NBA commissioner, you wouldn't have no choice. If the fans voted you, the top 4 y'all got voted to do the dunk contest, you're doing it. Yeah, you ain't got no choice. You like what?
Write that shit in the contract.
They're here to
bro.
see you. You're the entertainment, and they voted you to do it, so you gonna do it.
And the crazy part about it is
100% agree.
why not do it? All the greats back in the day used to do the dunk contest. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Dominique Wilkins, Clyde, all of these people did the dunk contest.
And not only that, bro, I feel like it brings more light to you. They could see you, like it's just going back to they could see you in a different light. Kobe, he's used to just scoring. Yeah, he's dunking, but you never got to see Kobe get flashy like that.
Man,
But you got to see him get flashy in a dunk contest.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like it'd be almost beneficial for you to do something like that. Like McClain, we could keep talking about him because he's a good dunker. Like he'll forever be talked about. If say he didn't do it next year or he was done, he retired from it. Everybody else is gonna get compared to him regardless. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just like when Zach LaVine won, Zach LaVine with anybody else, oh, that wasn't a Zach LaVine-esque dunk. So it's all right. You know what I'm saying?
Aaron
So,
Gordon,
like,
it wasn't
I
no
feel
Aaron
like
Gordon dunk.
Exactly. So it's like if you really think about it, it could put you in such a good light, especially if you end up top 3, top 5 dunkers left.
Mm-hmm.
I say, bro, me, I'm doing it.
I will 100%
Simple.
do it.
Then they had Vince Carter doing announcements this year. One of the greatest dunk competition people ever.
I'm going to tell you.
Back then they had 5 dunks though. Like they had a lot of dunks back in the day.
They did have a lot of dunks. Well, that's because more people wanted to do it than they do now.
Right.
They'd have like 6 guys dunking when compared
Hey,
to
I
the
will say
only
this, though.
4 this year.
All 5 of his dunks were crazy.
Mm-hmm. The
All
freaking
5.
the elbow in the hoop was
Stupid
crazy,
bounce.
bro.
Being
What?
6'6", 6'7", 6'5",
Somewhere around there.
About that. He in that range right there.
in that range. Insanity.
His best dunk still didn't even happen in a dunk competition.
Oh, he
happened in the Olympics.
dunked over that 7-footer. That's crazy.
In the Olympics, bro, that was
Overseas.
crazy. Got off the steal. Oh my, bro.
All over.
That dunk was so dangerous.
Boy, he wasn't even floating. He made his own.
And sadly, the
Oh,
dunk
no.
competition was the highlight of the weekend. It was not the game.
Nah, bro. That game was whack. It was so short.
Short, bunch of commercials.
Yeah, whack.
Kevin Hart yapping.
Shout out to Kevin Hart, but Kevin Hart just yapping.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, they did so many stops in the game. Like, I remember we were watching it, and James was like, "What is the game over? Like, what's going on? what's
Long
happening
stop,
right now?"
yeah.
It just kept throwing me off because I was like, "All right, so now y'all in the middle of the game, they done played like 20 points. Now y'all giving the TNT cast their retirement stuff, and the game's still going on. Like these people are sitting down getting cold right
Bro,
now.
not only that, did y'all peep the stands?
Oh yeah, they was very, very.
That
empty.
shit was empty.
People was
And they was
leaving.
leaving.
Gaps everywhere in the stands.
There was only
like,
33
and
minutes
tho-
worth of basketball.
and those are all the best players in the league, quote unquote. And people are leaving.
People tired
Come
just
on,
sitting
bro.
there. I paid for experience. I didn't pay to see Kevin Hart. All this. Don't get me wrong. Kevin Hart's a great comedian. This is basketball. This is not Comedy Central weekend. This is All Star weekend. I want to see hoops.
And it's not like he didn't even have to be a part of it, but he was like the whole thing.
Ratings. They wanted to, no. He's not gonna get more ratings.
He was like the entire thing.
Bro, I saw a great idea after it was all over. It was on Twitter, and the idea was like, instead of having the Rising Stars as the fourth team, when you go based off of like fan voting, so say that like the first two teams are like the 8 guys who got voted the most, like those 16 guys or however, 8 per team, and then the bottom 16 guys who got voted. The third 8 goes on the third team. That's usually how many people are voted into All-Star, right? That's like 25 players. That's usually how many people there are. So this person, I can't remember the name, they were like, let's have a fourth team of the next 8, and they play the third team of the 8 above them, and whoever wins gets to keep their All-Star status, and whoever loses, they don't get to keep their All-Star status, and they go home without it.
Bro,
I was like, oh, that's kind of nice.
That would make him hoop, bro. That would make
him play.
That would be kind of tough.
Because now, guess what? You fighting not only to keep your status, you fighting for your legacy. I want to retire and be like, oh yeah, I was a 4-time, 5-time All-Star. Even if I'm not even if I'm not a Hall of Famer. Oh, I was a 4-time All-Star in the NBA.
Forget that. Imagine
that's good resume right there.
Imagine this is your first one.
Man, what? Imagine you've been in the league for like you 33 and you finally made it and you ain't got a whole lot of years left. Man, I'm fighting for this. I'm keeping this.
I'm keeping this.
Even as a youngin, like right now, Sengun. If you tell Sengun, oh, this is my 3rd year in the league, but this is my first All-Star and I could possibly lose it, I'm finna give him 50.
Him. Yeah, I'm hooping.
You finna see me hoop like we in the playoff game 7.
That's
give me the ball. Idea,
bro.
Give me the ball. I'm in a post going dumb. Baby Jokic, give me the ball. Nah, I like that idea. That's a beautiful idea. Whoever that is, he needs to get part of the NBA commissioning team. Now.
Agreed. All right.
Stat.
We're moving on to our game. Tell me if you can see it.
It's loading. I am here.
It.
All right. So, sticking with our last episode's game, last week we did baseball and soccer players. This week, we're doing guess the baseball and soccer logos. Now, I've gone in to each of these logos and I've edited out all the telling signs of what the logo could be, both baseball and soccer. And it's up to you guys to figure out what the team is.
Kotex, you want to team up or do you want to go against?
All right, y'all team
up.
All right, bet.
Okay. So you lost on this one?
Right, I think I know it. What you got?
I think I got Barcelona.
Yep. Same.
Okay. Barcelona.
All right, you guys will be correct. Y'all got FC Barcelona. Gave y'all a little bit of a layup on the first one.
That definitely was a layup. Hey, I'm a bit entwined with FIFA, not too much. Let me not start gassing myself up here.
It won't be too bad.
Nope, I won't gas myself up here because I know some shit is on its way.
I used to watch you play from time to time on there, man. When you was playing, I used to watch your share screen.
It's not too bad, bro. It's not gonna get too bad. All right, moving on.
I don't believe him.
The Dodgers.
Correct. This is the LA Dodgers.
Come on.
Man, I know this. I'm looking at I know this logo.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Boom. A little bit.
Come
on, you know this.
United. It's like United Kingdoms or something like that.
I cannot.
United.
I cannot accept that answer.
You can't. It's in the words though.
Yeah, but that United Kingdoms, that's not even close to what it is.
Okay, it's freaking.
Cody's
I'm having a
lost.
brain fart, and when you do put this up, I'm gonna be pissed.
I can give you a hint. There's
'Cause I
another
know this
team in the same city. Famous rivalry. They won the Premier League. I think last year or the year before. Can't remember.
Please, just
All right. This
one more hint.
Jude Bellingham used to play on this team. Ronaldo famously played on the team as well.
Ronaldo?
Mm-hmm.
Ronaldo played on it. Is it? I know when it pops up, I'm gonna be pissed. I don't know.
Yep. This is Manchester United.
Oh my gosh, bro! United. See, I knew the United.
Yep.
Manchester. Oh my gosh, I knew that one.
Manchester. That's why I
I
couldn't
knew
take
it,
the
Cody.
United Kingdoms, bro. It's not close.
Yeah.
All right.
I accept that. I'm not mad at that.
Moving on.
The
Boom.
Yankees.
Ding, ding, ding. The New York Yankees. See, look,
Carry me.
That's my
Carry
dad's
me.
team. That's my dad's team. That's my dad's team.
Fair enough.
Wait, is it the Yankees? Regardless, that's one of my dad's teams.
All right, moving on. Boom. Another soccer team in the Premier League.
Oh my gosh, it's another United, bro.
I'll give you the hint that it is not a United.
It's not. I know this
Very
team.
famous
too.
team. They're
Very
kind
famous.
England. It's England.
It's in England, yeah. They're kind of like the LA Dodgers in the fact that they like to buy all their talent, but it never works out.
But
Who
they're
played for
always
them
pretty
before?
decent.
Yeah, they're always decent. I think they're in the top 10 this year on the table.
Who's
Let's
played for them?
Christian Pulisic has played for them, I do believe. I could be
All
wrong
I got
about
is
that.
England, bro. I don't know. I don't know the words. All I got is England.
Y'all giving up? Cody ain't got a damn clue. All right. This is Chelsea Football Club.
What's crazy is I was gonna say that just off a whim.
You should
But
have
I
said it
know
because
that.
I would have told you yes.
This is
That's on me.
Chelsea
Like,
Football
hey,
Club.
Cody, you don't. We could confirm with.
I
him.
forgot we
So
can't
you
communicate
say-
with each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
Come on
something.
now. I need
So say that because I would have been like, you're exactly right. It is Chelsea.
need more back and
That's on me.
forth. All right. Moving on. Boom. Another baseball team.
New York
There's two New York.
Nets.
Nets.
Mets.
I'll take it.
Nets.
It is the New York Mets.
I thought you said Mets the first time. Honestly, you said Nets. I'm like, wait a minute.
I was like, Nets? What?
Bro, you can't do New York teams, bro. My dad's from New York. He's like, this is the only thing I know.
That's fair, but you said New
When it
York
comes to
when you had
baseball.
already said a New York team, so I was just like,
Yeah.
you
See,
gotta give
but
me
I
the-
and why? Come on now.
All right, moving on. Boom.
Oh my gosh, I know this team too, bro.
This
Yeah, I don't know
team
this one.
is not in the Premier League. This team is in the Bundesliga.
Huh?
German is in the German soccer league. They're good this year. One of my favorite players is on their team. Oh no. Okay, yeah, no. I'm sorry.
Yes, you know this one.
What's his name? He's like the striker for the English soccer team. He transferred here like a couple years back. Well, like last year.
They've been pretty decent, at least on FIFA.
Mm-hmm. They're always in the they're always in the Champions League. If you guys don't have a guess.
I don't. And I know it too. So once it gets popped up, I'm gonna be like, yep.
This is FC Bayern Munich.
Yeah,
I
I would have
wouldn't
I wouldn't have guessed it because of the Byron.
Yep, Bayern Munich.
But Munich, yeah.
He got one of my
Definitely.
favorite players on it. I can't remember his name right now, but he's their left back and he's from Canada. He's a black dude. I can't remember his name.
Straight dog. Them boys, them soccer players be dogs.
Mhm.
Great feet work.
All right, we've got 3 left. All right. Whoop. Another baseball team. Try and trick y'all up a
Ooh-wee.
little bit in this one. Try and trick y'all
Yeah.
up.
Cody, hey,
The
I'm
hint
throwing the lob here.
for this one is Their name has changed in the last 4 years.
The Angels.
Nope. The Angels have always been the Angels, except like since 1994.
Red and blue. That's what I'm trying to go with. Red and blue, navy blue.
Well, I wasn't talking to you anyway, James.
If you
Can I just ask where they're located? Is that a good question?
I cannot tell you that.
They give us the answer instantly.
Mm-hmm.
It still might not. I ain't gonna lie. I've never actually seen. This is a new logo. Then
Is that a G?
it is a G.
Are you asking me?
No, I was talking to my teammate.
It is a G code. But I don't know.
I mean, it still don't give me anything, but I just wanted to make sure.
I don't got it.
Nah.
This is the Cleveland Guardians, formerly known as the Cleveland Indians. They changed their name, and I do believe 2021. I think.
Did not know this.
Yep.
Cleveland Guardians.
That's spelled Cleveland.
I did Cleveland. You might have spelled
No.
it wrong. Cleveland.
Whatever.
There's not an
CLEVLAND. No.
All right. We're on to our second to last one. Another baseball team. They played the Cardinals in a World Series.
That's Detroit.
Bro,
I don't know what's called. What's the name of the Detroit team?
I need the name, the full name.
Does it start with an M?
No. It starts with a T.
Hold on.
Starts
Detroit.
Starts with a T.
I almost said
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is the Detroit Tigers.
I'd have never guessed that.
Yep. All right. Moving on to our very last team.
This is soccer. It's gotta be.
It is.
I like the
Hey man, that's why you not focused on your camera.
I was ready. I said Detroit. I'm not focused right now. Hello. Lock in, please.
All right. Last team. Boom. I didn't even have to edit it. Didn't even have to edit it.
You didn't, because I have no idea.
It's
Zero.
in the Premier League.
Doesn't help.
Harry Kane was their best player for like the longest time.
Who?
Harry Kane. He was that striker that I was talking about earlier, who plays for Bayern Munich now. He's the England's like number 1 or number 9, whichever. Number 1 striker.
I've been getting backpacked this whole game. You think I know the answer to this?
They share a name with an NBA team in Texas.
Mavericks.
Now the Spurs.
I was gonna say Spurs too.
But since it looks like you guys don't know it, this is Tottenham Hotspurs.
What?
In the Premier League. Hey, I had to put a heart.
Are they good?
Never. They're middle of
that means I didn't pick. I've never picked them on.
They're
FIFA.
middle
That's
of the
what it
table
is.
every time. Middle to. They always avoid relegation, but they're kind of a laughing stock to the community. Soccer.
So like,
F Prince. No, I'm just kidding.
we'll see. We'll see if he watches this. I shouted him out. Let's see.
He ain't gonna watch. Lame man.
Hey Prince, if you're watching, shout out to you, my boy. But if you don't,
if you're not,
you'll never know.
You'll never know.
If you don't watch this, you'll never know that you were shouted out in this episode.
Matter of fact, if you watch this episode, text us in the group chat and say I watched it.
Facts.
Are we waiting?
If we never see that message, we know you ain't never watch it.
Exactly.
And look, every time we get on this pod, too, we're gonna look at each other like this.
Well, all right, y'all. That has been another episode of the Beyond the Blacktop podcast.
My camera's not focused. I don't know why it's not.
We will see y'all in the next one.
Peace out.
Deuces. My camera's not focused.